Unicom ERP is a complete ERP solution, including accounting, purchase, sales, inventory management, manufacturing, fixed asset management and all other necessary functions required for a business organization. Important functions associated with inventory or stock management are item information, inventory adjustment, physical count, barcode generators, warehouse creation, inventory transfer and various reports associated with above functions. Item information can be maintained from business, inventory, item definition menu option. It can also create directly from purchase order or sales order screens. Items in Unicom ERP are mainly classified into physical or stock items and service or consumable items. Service or consumable items are also called non-stock items. For stock items, stock status is maintained based on the receiving and issue of items. Average cost is computed for those items. But for non-stock items, at the time of purchase itself, it is considered as expenses. The stock status of those items will not be maintained. Under the stock group and non-stock group, items can further classify into different categories. Under the category, the individual items are defined. A new category can be created by clicking the Add New Raw in the Item Category combo box. The GST cost of each item is defined in the category level. All the items in a particular category will have the same GST percentage. There is no specific rules for coding the items in Unicom ERP, other than it should be a number and not exceeding 12 characters. The item name field is used to enter the short name for the item, which can be up to 100 characters. A detailed description of item is also available, which can be up to 2,000 characters. The unit of measure, like kilogram or meter, is not predefined in Unicom ERP. User can define any number of units of measures. The alternate item code is used mainly for entering the international barcode or supplier item code, which can be up to 100 characters. The HSN or SAC combo is provided to choose the HSN code. The lot status defines whether the item has a lot or batch and expiry. A lot number is a unique identifier assigned to a batch of items that share a common attribute, such as the same manufacturing date, location, or expiration date. If the item has a batch, then choose multiple lot from the combo. We can add batch to an item at the time of purchase or production. In purchase, sales, partial delivery, and transfer of an item, we can choose the batch and expiry of that particular item. I will show you purchase and a sample delivery with batch after creating this item. We can set the minimum quantity, maximum quantity, and reorder quantity for each item at the time of item definition. The reorder quantity is used to generate automatic purchase order with the reorder quantity provided, once the stock quantity level touches the minimum quantity of an item. We can provide the sales price, purchase price, and average cost at the time of item definition. After filling all necessary fields, click the Insert button to save the data. This is a sample purchase order with an item having batch and expiry. Batch feature in Unicom allows you to group multiple units of an item and assign them a unique value or number called batch number. We can set expiry dates to items based on this batch number. Now, we can create a purchase order with batch item. Go to Business, Purchase Order menu option. Click Add New button to create a new purchase order. Select a supplier from the supplier combo box. Select an item with batch, which means we have already set the item lot status to multiple lot at the time of creation. The batch number will generate automatically. To track the item, we can give a track number in the track number field. Provide the expiry date. Press Insert button to add the item into the grid. Add more items if you want, then post the purchase order. Here I will show you a sample sales order of an item, with lot number or in other words batch number. Press Add New in the sales order screen. Choose the order type. Select the customer. Select the date. Now if you can see there is no batch related fields here. Once you choose an item with batch, then a batch combo box will be displayed. User can select the item batch and expiry date combination from the list. Enter the quantity. Press Insert button to add item to the grid. Add more items if you want. Then go to Actions button on the top right of the screen. Select Post Menu Items Go button to post the sales order. Inventory adjustment is required at many times, including entering opening balance, correcting stock for any damage or missing items, etc. Inventory adjustment transactions can be inserted in Unicom ERP using the menu option, Business, Inventory, Inventory Adjustment. An adjustment transaction can be added by clicking Add New in the transaction screen from Business, Inventory, Inventory Adjustment menu option. In one transaction, multiple inventory lines can be entered. If it is a downward adjustment, negative quantity can be entered, and if it is an upward adjustment, positive quantity can be entered. One account need to be selected to update the effect of inventory adjustment. Mostly this will be a cost of revenue account or an expense account. Inventory adjustment can be printed by clicking the Print button on the top of the screen. By selecting a suitable option from the Action button and clicking Go button, an inventory adjustment can be posted. When making an upward adjustment, it will debit the inventory account for the selected warehouse for which the adjustment is made, and credit the selected account as we discussed. If it is downward adjustment, it will credit the inventory account for the selected warehouse for which the adjustment is made, and debit the selected account as we discussed. Unposted transactions can be edited, printed or posted by clicking the Edit button against any transaction. Posted transaction can be seen or printed by clicking against the View button against the transaction. As we discussed earlier, by selecting a suitable option from the Action button and clicking Go button, an inventory adjustment can be posted. The inventory adjustment finance transaction can be seen from the Report, Finance, Journal Voucher menu option. A warehouse usually undergoes a physical count at regular intervals, such as daily, weekly, monthly, or annually. Physical count transactions can be inserted in Unicom ERP using the menu option, Business, Inventory, Physical Count. For adding a new transaction, Add New button can be clicked. In a new transaction, after selecting suitable options like account to which the amount needs to be adjusted, warehouse, etc., click on the Insert button. Then all items in the warehouse will be displayed with item code, description, balance quantity as per the system and count quantity filled by the same system quantity. If the count quantity is different from the system quantity, edit and update the count quantity with the actual quantity. On clicking the Print button on the top of the screen, physical count with variance report can be printed. By selecting a suitable option from the Action button and clicking Go button, a physical count can be posted. In the history screen, unposted transactions can be edited, printed or posted by clicking the edit button against any transaction. Posted transaction can be seen or printed by clicking against the view button against the transaction. The inventory adjustment finance transaction can be seen from the Report, Finance, Journal Voucher menu option. When the count quantity is more than the system quantity, it will update the inventory transaction for the adjustment, as well as substitute the system quantity with the count quantity. It will also update accounts by debiting the inventory account for the selected warehouse, for which the adjustment is made, and credit the selected account as we discussed. If the count quantity is less, it will update the inventory transaction for the adjustment, as well as substitute the system quantity with the count quantity. It will also update accounts by crediting the inventory account for the selected warehouse for which the adjustment is made, and debit the selected account as we discussed. Printing barcodes to stick on the items for reading by point-of-sale system or physical count handheld terminal is a normal requirement in most organizations. Barcodes are normally printed using a thermal printer. Barcode printing can be made in Unicom ERP using the menu option, Business, Inventory, or Generate Barcode menu. The items for which the barcode to be generated and the number of barcodes need to be printed can be entered. On clicking Print option on the top of the screen, all items entered with the number of barcodes will be printed as PDF file, which can be printed by the barcode printer. A warehouse in Unicom ERP system is a main component that manages and controls the storage of goods, materials, and inventory within a business organization. Unicom ERP Warehouse Master menu option can be chosen from Back Office, Setup, Warehouse. In Unicom ERP, each additional warehouse is subject to a fee. Contact Unicom ERP support, and they will add the additional warehouse. After clicking the Edit button, you can proceed to edit the details. The Warehouse Master includes mainly the warehouse ID. It is the 5-digit code to identify the warehouses. Also enter the name. The address, phone, and email fields are not mandatory. Other mandatory fields are the accounts. This is the warehouse account. This account is used to keep a detailed record of all financial transactions related to a specific warehouse. The inventory transfer transactions can be inserted in Unicom ERP using the menu option. Business, Inventory, Inventory Transfer. Inventory transfer refers to the process of moving items from one warehouse to another warehouse within the same organization. This internal movement of inventory can occur for various reasons, including the need to balance stock levels, redistribute items to meet demand, consolidate inventory, or simply relocate items to a more suitable warehouse. Inventory transfers are common in businesses that manage multiple warehouses or storage facilities. This screen showing the history of the inventory transfer. Unposted transactions can be edited, printed, or posted by clicking the Edit button against any transaction. Posted transaction can be seen on or printed by clicking against the View button against the transaction. For creating new transfer, add New button. Enter the inventory transfer by selecting both the shipping warehouse and the receiving warehouse. These are the header details, can't be changed once line inserted. Narration can be edited. select the item, the current quantity box showing the current balance quantity. If it's batch item, select the expiry date, otherwise skip it. Then enter the quantity. Finally, click the Insert Line button. One transaction multiple inventory line can be entered. By clicking the Print button, top of the screen inventory transfer can be printed. Selecting the suitable options from the Action button and clicking Go button, inventory transfer can be posted. At the time of posting, the quantity decreases from the selected shipping warehouse and quantity added to the receiving warehouse. In finance, inventory value will be credited to the shipping warehouse account and debited from the receiving warehouse account. Perhaps the most important item in inventory management is the stock status of each items in a warehouse. Warehouse can be a shop or a restaurant, where the stock of the items need to be maintained. Unicom ERP provide a hyperlink stock status of every item. On selecting the menu option, Reports, Inventory, Stock Status, the report will display the stock status of each of the items. A hyperlink is available on the item code. Clicking on any item, the warehouse in which the stock is available will be displayed. On clicking on the hyperlink on warehouse, the transaction related to the item will be displayed to verify how the stock has arrived. Another important report in inventory management is the inventory movement of each items in a warehouse. On selecting the menu option, Reports, Inventory, Inventory Movement Report will display opening stock, receipt, issue, balance quantity, and the cost of the balance quantity for the selected period for all items in the warehouse. This report will be very useful to see the fast-moving or slow-moving items to manage the business. We can check the details of an inventory transfer by going to the menu option, Reports, Warehouse, Inventory Transfer Report. Choose the transfer series and transfer ID, then generate the report. It will show the details of the selected transfer. Inventory Transfer Summary Report under the menu option, Reports, Warehouse, Inventory Transfer Summary will list all the inventory transfers for the selected date range.